There's a state in America where the average household pulls in less than 40 grand a year. 1 in 5 people live below the poverty line. And the wild part? It's been like this for decades. Today, we're counting down the 10 poorest states in America. And what went wrong? We're ranking this using median household income data from the U.S. Census Bureau's American Community Survey. That's the most reliable snapshot of what regular people actually earn. We'll also factor in poverty rates, unemployment, and cost of living to give you the full picture. Let's get into it. Number 10. Alabama. Median household income sits right around $45,000. That's about $15,000 less than the national average. Alabama's economy was built on agriculture and manufacturing. Both got hit hard by automation and globalization. The northern part of the state near Huntsville is actually booming. Defense and aerospace jobs are growing fast. But drive south and it's a completely different world. Rural Alabama has some of the highest poverty rates in the entire country. The state has been stuck in this split economy for generations. Number 9. Kentucky. Median income around $46,000. Eastern Kentucky is coal country, or at least it used to be. When coal declined, entire communities lost their only employer. Towns that were thriving in the 1970s are now shells of what they were. Lexington and Louisville are doing fine, but the gap between Kentucky cities and its rural areas is one of the widest in the nation. And then the opioid crisis rolled through and made everything worse. Number 8. South Carolina. This one might surprise you because of Charleston and Myrtle Beach, both tourism powerhouses. But outside those coastal areas, South Carolina struggles. The textile mills that once employed thousands are long gone. Median income hovers around $47,000. Some inland counties have poverty rates above 30%. Think about that. 30% in South Carolina. Number 7. New Mexico. Median income sits around $44,000. New Mexico has oil and natural gas in the Permian Basin, and Los Alamos has some of the highest paid scientists in the country. But outside those pockets, it's tough. The state has the second highest poverty rate in America. A huge portion of the population lives on tribal lands with limited access to jobs, healthcare, and infrastructure. Gorgeous state, brutal place to try and make a living. Here's something most people don't know. There's a strip of the United States called the Poverty Belt. It stretches from the Mississippi Delta up through Appalachia. Almost every state on this list falls partially inside it. This belt has been poor since before the Civil War. Some economists say the geography, history, and politics in these areas have created a trap that's almost impossible to climb out of. Number 6. Tennessee. Nashville is booming. Music, healthcare, tech. It's one of the fastest growing cities in America. But Tennessee is a tale of two states. Outside Nashville and Memphis, median household income drops sharply. Rural Appalachian communities in the east have poverty rates above 25%. The state has no income tax, which sounds great until you realize that means less funding for schools and infrastructure. Healthcare is a major gap. Tennessee chose not to expand Medicaid, leaving hundreds of thousands without coverage. Memphis consistently ranks among the most dangerous cities in the country. If you're in Nashville, life's good. If you're not, good luck. Number 5. Oklahoma, another state that rides the oil roller coaster. When crude is high, Oklahoma does okay. When it drops, layoffs hit fast. Median income around $43,000. Outside of Oklahoma City and Tulsa, the state is deeply rural. The Dust Bowl devastated this region in the 1930s, and some communities never fully recovered. Healthcare access is a major issue. Rural hospitals have been closing at an alarming rate. Number 4. Arkansas. This is the home of Walmart, the largest company in the world by revenue. Yet the state where it's headquartered is the 4th poorest. Median income around $42,000. Bentonville is thriving. Tech workers, nice restaurants, mountain biking trails. But the rest of Arkansas looks nothing like that. The Delta region in the east has some of the deepest, most persistent poverty in America. Walmart's worth $500 billion and the state it started in is still broke. Let that sink in. Sound day. Number 3. West Virginia. Median income around $41,000. This state was built on coal. When coal started dying, so did the economy. Unlike other states with diverse industries, West Virginia never really transitioned. Population has been declining for decades. Young people leave and don't come back. The opioid crisis hit here harder per capita than almost any other state. Beautiful state, mountains, rivers, tight-knit communities, but the numbers don't lie. Number 2, Louisiana. Wait, didn't we already cover Louisiana? No, that was the honorable mention. Louisiana's numbers put it right here at number 2. Median household income around $43,000. New Orleans gets all the attention, the food, the music, Mardi Gras. But step outside the city and it's a different world. The state depends heavily on oil and gas. When crude prices drop, the economy craters overnight. Coastal erosion is literally eating the southern edge of the state. Land is disappearing into the Gulf. The education system consistently ranks near the bottom nationally. And Hurricane Katrina's economic damage still hasn't fully healed 2 decades later. Best food in America, best music, incredible people. But none of that pays the bills when the wells dry up. Number 1, Mississippi. And honestly, it's not even close. Mississippi has held the bottom spot for as long as this data has been tracked. Median household income sits around $37,000. That's $23,000 less than the national average. 1 in 5 residents lives below the poverty line. The state ranks last in education, last in healthcare, and near last in life expectancy. The Mississippi Delta, one of the most fertile agricultural regions on Earth, is also one of the poorest places in the developed world. Generations of structural inequality, limited investment, and brain drain have kept Mississippi locked at the bottom. The people there are tough, proud, and hardworking. They deserve better than what they've gotten. So there it is, the 10 poorest states in America. Most of them share common threads: dependence on a single industry, rural isolation, historical inequality, and brain drain. The question is, does anything actually change? Did your state make this list? Drop it in the comments. Tell us if this matches what you see where you live. Hit subscribe if you want more like this. We'll see you on the next one.